I moved to LA like 10 days ago.
Hey.
Thank you. And I am living and working in a hostel for a couple months, like while I get settled, which is a really great place to meet really interesting people. The other day, well, right when I checked in, this guest was drinking water, and we made eye contact, and he said, "The water here is not as yellow as the water at Chernobyl." Which implies that the water at the place I'm staying is not as yellow as the water in Chernobyl, but it's yellow enough that he was thinking about it together. So that's very comforting. That's why I have the head protruding from my shoulder that you might see. That's just Steve. You don't have to worry about him. But living in a hostel is actually kind of cool. There's people from all over the world you get to meet and talk to like every day. I speak two languages, English and Spanish. The other day I had a guest checked in that spoke only Japanese, which I don't speak, but I was able to help him check in and answer his questions with a translator app, and he seemed to understand what I was saying. I thought that was pretty cool. So there's this guy I'm seeing, and I was saying I was proud of myself for being able to do that. And he was trying to be cute and respond to me in Japanese that he also does not speak. So he evidently used a translator. I'm assuming that he was trying to congratulate me. What he actually said was, "Good job. I love your leftover holes." Which is not something anyone's ever said to me before. And I would have been fine keeping it that way. And you know, every little girl, when she is growing up, she's dreaming of hearing those 5 little words one day. "I love your leftover holes." So we are just making dreams come true all over the place over here.
Yes.
Speaking of leftover holes, it's almost Christmas time.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
A couple of years ago, this guy on Bumble asked me if I would peg him on Christmas Eve. Can you believe that? The audacity. On my way over there, the Uber driver was playing the song "Santa Claus is Coming to Town." And I was like, well, I don't know about Santa, but who is coming tonight is Bryce, 33, 3 miles away. All names have been changed to protect the pegged. I've done a lot of weird things on dating apps, had a lot of adventures on dating apps. I used to actually, in the pandemic, I was quarantined without a kitchen for a month. Right? I was like, how am I supposed to eat? I had a genius idea. Decided to sell pictures of my tits on dating apps in exchange for food delivery.
Yeah.
I wish that was a joke, but it's something I actually did. So in my Tinder bio, I wrote out my terms and conditions. We'll sell tit pics for a quesadilla. And I was banned for solicitation. If you can believe that. Luckily, I'm a businesswoman, so I decided to diversify my portfolio. And I signed up for a website called feetfinder.com, which is a website for buying and selling feet pics. I went on there and loaded a photo of my feet, and it said, "Please price your photo based on the number of toes shown in the picture." I was like, okay, that is where I draw the line. Tit pics for a quesadilla, fine, but I'm not going to count my toes for a sexy photo. What do I look like? You know what I mean? People might not want to buy photos of my feet anyway. I went to the foot doctor for a stress fracture on my foot, and I took off my socks. The doctor took one look at my feet and said, "Well, obviously you're here for that giant ingrown toenail." I was like, "Actually, I'm here for the other foot." And it was like when you go to get your eyebrows waxed, and the lady is like, "Do you want your lip done too?" And you say, "I don't have that." And she's like, "Well, in case you want to know, we do that too." And you're like, great, get to think about that all week now, you know? I'm an overthinker. Any other overthinkers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I'm such an overthinker that I can't even watch porn. I can't just watch it. I'm like, but how did they, like, get here? Like, what's their dynamic? You know? That's not a real mechanic. They can't do that, right? Over